What's good, y'all? Buckle up, coming through on a quick drop special. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all, no doubt. And if you haven't already subbed in, sub in and welcome. You all are definitely welcome. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here. And yes, we do got something for y'all in sports. We got NBA action tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. We got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Dallas Mavericks. And I'm letting y'all know, take the over 238.5. Take the over 238.5. Take the money off the floor. And as always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win and want to show love. Now, let's get to the chat. Let's get to the chat. So, of course, we came here on this one to talk about, I want y'all to know, I'm down with TKO. What Turk is trying to bring to the boxing world. I guess it's another platform or some type of new addition, and we're going to talk about it. Before we get to talking about that though, first I want to say this. So, Knockout Boxing 86. I was watching your live, your most recent drop, and he compares Tank Davis and he compares Tank versus Roach. He compares that fight to 100 other fights, talking about why Lamont would be having the first fight looked at instead of just waiting for the rematch. But in all the comparisons, not all the comparisons that Knockout 86 made, he wouldn't make the difference and talk about how Tank took a knee. That's the Tank took a knee, and you're not understanding that the ref clearly was supposed to. He took a knee that the ref was clearly supposed to start counting on, which he did, and count a knockdown. You know, just like they did the right thing for Devin versus Ryan. Do the right thing for Roach when it come to the knockdown, what they supposed to be calling the knockdown, and start doing the same thing for all fights. You know, you shouldn't have picks on no fights calling the right shit, because these boys go through a lot to get to where they trying to get. You know what I'm saying? They really go through a lot to get to where they trying to get. So, let's get to what we came to talk about, y'all. First, I want to say this. So, you get a dude like, what's this guy, man, I was listening to? Upper Echelon. You get a dude like Upper Echelon telling his subs that Turkey didn't give Bud another kind of money. I was just watching his show yesterday, and he was telling his subs that Turkey didn't give Bud another kind of money after Bud sat right there with Andre Ward and told us that Turkey money bringing a new light. He basically sat right there if anybody ain't see the interview with Andre Ward interviewing Bud, go watch that interview and watch how he totally say the opposite shit of what this guy sitting on YouTube saying. You get this YouTube guy who say the total opposite of what Bud, who on the inside, say, and he totally and the guy on YouTube totally don't know what the fuck he talking about. Another guy forever, soon as you not on the same page as him, sliding you right off his motherfucking channel. Another take his basketball and go home type of guy. Same guy, same kind of guy. We've been needing a situation like Turk and Dana White working on. We needed them to be working on something like this a long time ago. A long fucking time ago. All the sloppiness they got going on in boxing with the different platforms and fighters trying to hide behind their platforms simply to hold a fucking O. Simply to hold the O. This shit is crazy. The PBC been the worst platform in boxing with all the bullshitting, silly games they've been playing on fighters like Mickey Bay starting years ago. Like Mickey Bay sat on Barbershop Conversations and told us. The PBC is trash, no doubt. We need something new. We definitely need something new. We need something going on that satisfies the customer continuously. Continuously. You know, Richard Hitchison decided to get away. He decided to get away from Mayweather Promotions and the PBC because they had his career on the shelf. They had his motherfucking career on the fucking shelf. Deciding to put most of their time in the Tank Davis, like Richard Hitchison said in the interview. Richard Hitchison told us that in the interview out his own mouth. You know? And of course, we all seen what happened to Gary Russell Jr. from 126. We all seen what happened to Gary Russell Jr., right? We seen what happened to Gary Russell Jr. at 126. They straight ended his career right in the middle of his fucking career. Gary Russell Jr. became a super belt holder at 126 and never done nothing further than that. And he done nothing further than that. And having a crazy argument with Floyd, having some type of crazy argument with Floyd, basically telling Floyd, fuck you. Floyd most likely had a lot to do with Gary Russell Jr. career coming to a halt. And he was probably the reason why Gary Russell could never get a Tank fight. If he really wanted one. Look how they let Jamal Charlo sit at 160 all them years and throw his career clearly away, waiting on Canelo. Look how the PBC turned down. Look how the PBC turned down the $8 million offer to Luis Ortiz to fight AJ. But they had other plans on how they would use him and make Luis Ortiz think he was great fighting nobodies until it came time to get him beat by C level, D plus maybe C level Deontay Wilder, who was made to look like he was A level. Was made to look like he was A level talent. All smokescreen work by the PBC. All smokescreen work. In my opinion, y'all, Top Rank has been the perfect place for most fighters to begin their career. Top Rank has a great starter package, and you can make what you can make out of that. So Bob Arum eventually can start tossing you to the wolves once he see what you do with the starter package. He can start tossing you to the wolves and see if you still come out victorious, or at least put up the kind of fight that let Bob know you ready. Basically like Roach just did the other night with Tank Davis. Those type of situations should just boost you anyway and put you right back in another situation, whether you won or lost. But let me let y'all know something, just in case it might be a few people who still don't know. Throughout the history of the PBC, throughout the history of the PBC, they got one undisputed champion. One undisputed champion, and Jermell Charlo at 154. One undisputed champion and Jermell Charlo at 154. In case y'all wondering, saying, damn, for real, buckle up? Real shit? Yeah. Yes. Do your history on it. They ain't got no other undisputed champion nowhere else. Alright? That's it. In the history of their platform, with all these supposed to be so great fighters, we can't even count how many undisputed champions. We can't even count how many undisputed champions Bob Arum made with Top Rank on one hand. Top Rank or Bob Arum never been the problem. But even with that being said, I'm with the new idea of TKO boxing. Everything under one. Everything under one umbrella. Everything under one. As far as the fighting is concerned anyway. With a person like Dana White, bringing how he feels about best fighters, fighting best fighters to the table. I'm interested in seeing Dana White bring how he feel and fighting best fighters to the table. And we know how shit go in the UFC. So you can imagine how all the scared dudes in boxing, most likely, don't be surprised, y'all. Some of them might be ready to leave the sport if this shit become official. But listen, yes, this is definitely needed. This shit is needed, y'all. And I can't wait to see the ball rolling fully in that direction. I can't wait. And I hope everything goes in the direction and plays out just how Turkey and them see it. The sport needed badly. And most of all, the fighters are going to make the kind of money boxing never really been used to making throughout the history of the sport. Other than Floyd. Floyd been used to making that kind of money throughout the history of the sport. Mayweather then made $100 million in one night with Canelo. $200 million in one night in a fight with A-level Manny Pacquiao. A-level Canelo $100 million, A-level Manny Pacquiao $200 million. Tank could have had his first $100 million fight. He could have had his first $100 million fight had instead asking for 2 Ferraris. He should have told Turk, give me $100 million. And I come make the Devin or Shakur fight. No question. No questions asked at all. Give me $100 million. And even if Turk replied, even if Turk said, I'll give you $75 million, you still made out like a fat cat. And you never knew he might have just gave you what you asked for. You never knew. You never knew. But to ask for 2 Ferraris made no sense at all. Ferraris don't even cost $500K or more. Ferraris cost like $200K, $250K. That's wipe your ass money to Turk. And the bottom line is the fact Turk don't got no picks and he willing to put tons of money into seeing fights people clamor to see. That's a good thing. Let's look forward to seeing TKO get up and running. Let's look forward to see it get up and running, and hopefully it will be exactly what we've been waiting for. I don't even think Turk would I don't think he would just waste this kind of money on the same kind of shit we've been watching, especially from the PVC. So let's see what they got, y'all. Let's go TKO. No doubt.
Just